¿Cómo estás?
Hola.
¿Qué te gusta hacer?
Just stand. Just see our heads.
Well, I don't want to adjust it, right?
No.
Imagine if that was. What if we got rid of the table? And what we did was we just had an empty room. It was just us pacing back and forth with them.
Just on the floor.
Alright, I'm starting the timer. We're just going to slide it down there.
Alright.
How are we going to start this off?
I don't know. How do we start this off, Jeremy? We could talk about your
I was
trip
about to
in
say
Maine.
something real bad.
What you're about to say?
You'd cancel me.
I would cancel you? Oh, man. Now that's bad. Especially that we're partners.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, true.
Well.
Long story short, we're starting a podcast.
Yeah, we are. And
Yeah.
you can see both of us long awaiting. It's been in the works for a minute now. And
Like a month or two at this point.
a month or two, yeah. We got the office, got the table, the curtains. We got the computer, we got the mics.
And, one second.
All right.
There's going to be trouble here, but if you look back here, we have a bunch of bodies hiding.
A bunch. Yeah, they're all just all stacked up, from our previous workers. Got them off the slave trade, as you could tell.
We had
But-
to remove them from the premises.
yeah, but it is what it is. It happens. Anyways, we've come to this conclusion, as you guys see. For the most part.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yo, what's up? This is Sweet 10 Podcast, episode 1. Your boy's name is Jeremy Brown.
Your boy's name is Jeremy Brown. It's your boy Ralph. You feel me? You see it. You see it. You see what we doing. You see the vibes. Yeah, man. So essentially, let's just start it off with this. Essentially, how we came to this conclusion of getting the table, getting this office space for us to use. Me and Jeremy were at work and we were just, chilling. He was in his work section, I was in mine. He was like, what would be really funny? Came up to me because he always starts it off like that. Most of our conversation, what's really funny?
Yep.
Comes up to me, he's like, yeah, I've been thinking about a podcast. Mind you, I don't even know how we got to the conversation to begin with. We just kind of
It just went, boop, and just started.
It just started. And I was like, yeah, that would be fire. And that gave me a spark. I said, boop, let's see if I could find somewhere to have this podcast space. Essentially what would happen.
This guy's like a Google search master or something. So he found something the same day in like 2 hours.
I was just like office space, office rentals. Like I was looking at everything in the area was close. What makes sense, like location wise. Like it was just this. It was really quick too. It said this office space for rent. It was like God from above.
Yeah, it was like they knew. They're like,
yeah, they knew
these boys need this office now.
literally, and it just seemed to work out, And now we're here.
Yep.
We're sitting in front of y'all, looking at y'all beautiful faces. Not really.
Some of you are ugly though. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all looking hideous. Stop looking at me, please. But
Go for a run, you fat pig.
But yeah, we came here, and I'm enjoying it. There's a lot of work to be done, mind you.
Like this is the first episode, right? We got some Walmart freaking
Curtains.
back road freaking setup right here for a background.
Literally,
We still
like,
have to soundproof the place.
yeah, so there's this. The room sounds echoey. You guys can't hear it on the recording, obviously, but
Nope.
it's very prominent. Like if I scream, it's bad. But it's a work in progress, as you could tell. First episode, we're just testing the kinks out, testing how.
Oh yeah, we're testing kinks out, all right. I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah, brother.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. But yeah, it's cool. We realistically, hopefully this podcast comes out on the same day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully
Not today.
not today.
Well, wait.
Wednesday-ish?
Today is right now. You watching this right now?
Yeah. Today we're recording. Editing Ralph will put the date, and we're recording on Tuesday,
August
9th.
9th.
Yeah, at 2:01 p.m. And whenever time you guys will see the video.
What the hell are we talking about?
Yeah. We're just talking to talk. We're figuring it out. All right. This is just a start. All right.
Long story short, Okay. Let's try it again. Long story short,
Yeah.
we started a podcast. It's called Sweet 10. We had other names. I don't know if I want to say them because I don't know if there's any legal problems. Screw it. Our first choice was Talking Gummy, all right? Because
that wasn't a choice. I was like, this would be really funny to write down. So I wrote it down, and it was just a long running joke at this point.
That's how I was gonna start it. If I started off, I was gonna be like, "Welcome back, guys, to episode 1 of Talking Gummy."
For the most part, we came up with this name like quick in a flash. I just wrote down a whole bunch of names. We looked up, mind you, I didn't think it would be so hard to come up with a name, but
yeah, it took us like weeks.
It was fucking, and then each day would pass. Oh, we got to meet up to write the lease for the office. He was like, we got 3 weeks. We got time. I'd be home. I was just thinking about it. Why can't I think of a name? It was just so difficult for me because it's so easy for myself to come up with a name for myself.
Yep.
But when it comes to co-collaborating, we both have to agree on a name, and that name would be set in stone for like years to come. Yep. We could always change the name, obviously, but it was just a pain in the fucking ass, man. I was like looking at random word generators, like all of them are so corny and basic. But mind you, we're gonna have to rewrite most of
This is scripted. We're reading
yeah. There's a paper right in front of us, and it's just a script.
Yep.
Teleprompter. That's what it. Yeah, teleprompter. Yeah.
In today's news, 18 people died in a horrific car crash.
But, Jeremy went on a trip. You like talk about that, Jeremy, or?
All right, I'll tell you about some crazy dream I had. All right.
All right. Yeah.
So, maybe it was. I don't know why. Yeah. But I had a dream, right, where. It was like, you ever have dreams where locations are like for example, you could be at your old high school and then you walk out the door and then you're here and then you drive down the road
and then you're somewhere else.
Yeah. Everything seems super close.
Okay.
So the dream basically involved us. Like we had to come record this podcast, right?
Yeah.
And so what happened was we were like doing stuff like eating, getting some crap together, and everywhere we went, my most recent ex was there. Oh, like, say, for example, we went to a restaurant, we sat down, I looked over, she was a table over. I was like, what the hell is she doing here? And then we went to, like, freaking Walmart, for example. We were in an aisle, and I looked over, and she just walked by. I was like, what the hell's going on?
That is weird.
Like, teleported my old high school. I don't know why we were there. We were walking around, and then, boom, there she was. I was like, can't this person leave me alone?
But she didn't say anything though. It was just you guys would just walk by. Did you guys look at each other at all?
No, I looked at them. I was like, do I say something? Are they following me, or do I just happen to get there at the same time they do? But probably in my mind, I was like, get out of here. Yeah,
that kind of reminds me of this one movie called Inception. I don't know if you remember it.
I never watched it.
You never watched Inception? Yeah, Inception. Basically, that's like the gist of a movie is basically like you. It's kind of like they're in a dream state, kind of like The Matrix.
Mm-hmm. I've never watched Matrix either.
You haven't watched The Matrix?
No.
Yo, he's missing out.
Never watched Star Wars.
I didn't really watch Star Wars like that. I didn't watch any of the Star Wars movies, realistically. I didn't watch Star Trek either. I never watched those. But Star Trek, basically you're in a dream state, kind of related to Matrix, but not really in that sense. But like, I don't remember the whole entire premise of the movie because it's been like years since I watched it, but I know they're in a dream state and there's like walls moving around them, like cities towering over them. This is one crazy scene where they're like in the street and the street is flat, like it's at an angle, and you look straight down. It kind of looks like a tunnel when you're looking down it, but it was just like the city. There's buildings on one side, buildings on the other side. They're at a coffee shop or someplace, I think. I'll put the clip up and I'll show you. And then the city just starts folding in on itself.
Like a piece of paper?
Literally, it's like, it looked like something out of like some Minecraft creative world or something.
Like some redstone creation, press button.
Like it looked crazy. Like everyone was still like normally walking, but you could see like, it was like in an angle. It looked, I can't even explain it, but it was like on a 90-degree axis type angle. You just look up.
We will draw a demonstration for you.
It's like you could see people driving on one side, like the road would be here, and people would just go up, and it would just.
You just look up and you see people just driving
above you. It was such a weird concept to think about, and like I think when it comes to like like psychological movies, that's probably like top 10 movies for me, because it really plays with your mind and shit.
I'll have to watch it. I don't know anything about it. I just see like a bunch of comments sometimes like Inception. And I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, Inception. That's another great movie you guys should watch. One of the great movies you could watch. I think it's with Leonardo DiCaprio and some other actors.
Maybe like Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, yeah.
Even though he's not an actor.
But Leo is the main person I remember from that movie. I don't remember anything else. Maybe Morgan Freeman was in there. I don't know. Wild guess, throwing it out there. There's another movie I was about to watch earlier this week I was like, man, this is a really good movie I could talk to Jeremy about. But it's something to do with time in your life. It's like on your wrist or something.
Yep. I've seen it before. Justin Timberlake, right? Yep. That's a good movie. I was
like,
where like he had to like literally where you can kill people and steal their time.
Yeah.
Or you go to a casino and you can gamble like a million minutes, and then if you lose like that time in your life.
Yeah, and you're just dead. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, I saw clips of it, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Also, I'll put a clip up here so you guys know what movie it is. I don't know the movie title, but it was crazy. And like you could tell how people are desperate and
time was their currency. Yeah. Like you use your time to buy stuff.
Yeah, like time is money literally just means time is money in that movie. Like you had to do whatever you can to get time, and time is you could relate it back to our daily lives. Time is very useful, and like time is money. Valuable. Like that's one thing we could never get back is time, bro. Time moves so fast, it can move really slow. It just realistically it's in your mind. But that movie also teaches you a lot of great lessons that you could realistically like reflect back onto your life, and you'd be like, yo, that right there, that makes sense.
Feel free to kill people to get farther ahead in life.
I don't want that lesson to be a takeaway. But
if you see someone on the side of the street who's dying, from a fatal wound or drug-related incident, just steal their wallet.
Yeah,
I saw a video of that actually. I saw a video. Someone got hit by a car on the street, and then some other person just ran up, took their wallet, and ran away while the other person was laying on the ground because they just got hit by a car.
Bro,
I was like, what the hell is this?
Some real life GTA shit right there. Like, bro, what? That's insanity. Like, oh man, I seen one clip where a guy got hit by a motorcycle. I know it was not a motorcycle, it was a truck. He got hit by a truck while he was on the motorcycle.
Oh, and he
flew and he just got up and walked away.
Yeah, sometimes you're really lucky. I see people on the highway all the time riding without motorcycles. Wait. Try it again. I see people on the highway driving all the time without a helmet.
Yeah.
And of course, decision you can make.
Yeah,
they're like, I'm a badass. But then it's also like, I'm going to die if I get into a crash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're essentially fucked. Like, if a car is like, if you're riding behind a car and that car brakes checks you, you're flying 100 feet in the air. Like, there's no saving you after that. No. Especially if you don't have a helmet, bro. Like, safety is your number one priority. You buckle up, kids, and wear your helmets. But literally, it's just like you'll fly 100 feet over the bridge into the water. Like, you will die, bro. Like, there's no saving you after that.
You know, I don't. Dude, I just had like a freaking stroke. I forgot how to speak there. You know, I don't know how to swim. I said that before, right?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, bro, you gotta learn how to swim. What's going on? That's like an important life skill.
I was thinking about this lately because I'm thinking like you always have to have like out, so to speak. Like if something happens, you have to like have like a plan B in every situation.
Yeah, you gotta.
What if something happens and I have to swim?
I'm
literally just gonna die.
You're gonna drown.
I was walking along a waterfall where the lake was like the river was like lowered for some reason.
Yeah,
I think they put up a dam and I don't freaking know.
Yeah,
but the water was low and I was like walking on these rocks across the waterfall, and to the right of me was like a current, and in that current it's like a hole like 15 feet deep. I was like, if I fall in this right now, I'm literally dead.
Oh yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah, I was like,
do you at least know how to like doggy paddle or anything?
No.
Bro, you gotta learn.
Well, my logic right now, if it ever came up to it, is if I'm in the water and I have to swim or else I'm gonna die, I'm learning how to swim right there or else I'm gonna die. because it's do or die at that
Well,
point.
you realistically open palm, close palm, open palm, like it's like.
Wait, you gotta do something like this.
Yeah,
right?
overhand. Like you have to put your other hand like this and your other hand like that, and you just. It's like it's just the flow, and then your legs. You just have to kick them. You have to really fast, like, or you just do it really slow and just let your body like. I can't really explain it. I'm not a swimming instructor, but it's.
I just have to learn.
Yeah, man.
I know a bunch of people with pools. They can just, hey, you want to go over and swim? Yeah, sure. Teach me.
Yeah, but that is a very important thing. Like swimming, man. As a kid, I felt like I almost drowned a couple of times at our like community pool because we have a pool. It's called Ocean Beach. Most of you will know it. Mm-hmm. And as a kid, like I would say I was like maybe 6 or 7, and I would be getting into situations where I would be at like the shallow end of the pool, and I slowly drift to the end.
Yeah,
and I'd be drinking mad water. I'd be like,
because then you stand up, you're like, the bottom's not at reach anymore.
My neck was literally like this. And the instructor's like, "Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Get back here!" I'm over here like, as you imagine 7-year-old Ralph just. I was like,
on the verge of drowning.
On the verge of almost dying, bro. I was like, man, never again. But eventually, like they would hold my body up and they would like look after me and be like, yo, watch this guy. Like the instructors.
If he goes 3 feet in, pull him out.
Literally, they were on my ass that summer. I don't remember what year that summer was, but they're on my ass. They're like, listen, you're going to learn how to swim, okay? I was 7. I was like terrified of water. Yep. But like it was kind of like they gave me that shock factor of you got to learn this because your life is depending on it.
Yeah.
And you could kind of relate that back to a lot of things. Like there's different ways of other people learning things, but I think for like if it's a life or death situation, you just got to.
You have to know.
You just gotta do it. It's a flight or flight response essentially.
Yep.
Like you just have to. You have to do it, my man. And that was one time in my life where I was like, holy shit, I might die. I was just terrified of water at 6 and 7. And then over the years, you know, I got accustomed to it. I was in this program. The program was called NESS, New England Science and Sailing. I think.
Did you say you got a job there?
Yeah, New England Science and Sailing. And you know, they taught you a lot of things, especially how to sail. I got my speedboat license there as well. I haven't renewed that.
What?
Yeah.
You have a speedboat license, so you could drive a boat if you wanted to?
Yeah, but I haven't got it renewed.
What the hell?
I have to renew my speedboat license. Yeah, so they like literally teach you everything. And I was like 16, 17 at the time.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's the perks of freaking living your water.
Yeah, I was like, man. Yeah, we would drive up to like Stonington, and because they had like a little base there. And like the instructors were really helpful, but it'd be cold. We would be doing this in like August, like when like we're in August right now, but it was like cold, like
in August, like just a cold year.
Yeah, but climate change is fucked right now. But
you believe in climate change? Oh wait, no. I was gonna say, I thought you said global warming.
Like,
okay,
yeah.
I was like climate change, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, like it was just back then. It was a lot colder. I feel like. But I think it was August, September where like fall really started coming around, and it started to get cold, and I'd just be out there in the water, freezing my tail off, just grabbing like hermit crabs and like researching them because we were like, it was just some dumb shit. Eventually, we'd go sailing because that was our reward or some sort of prize. But yeah, I know how to sail. I have a speedboat license.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I kind of do have like, if I'm stranded out in the ocean, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but you see a boat, you're like, oh, you just do this, press this, turn this.
Yep. So
engine's broken.
Yeah. So it's one of those like 2-man boats, those smaller boats. They taught us how to use the bigger boats as well. I remember like some of them, some of the things, but I think it will come back around to me. Yeah. But you know, water, scary place.
Water. You have to drink it, but it can kill you. There's such thing called dry drowning, where if you even have like 3/4 of an inch of water in your lungs, like, and you can't get it out, you could fall asleep, and for example, the water will go into your and just kill that entire part of your lung. People just die all the time.
Really?
Yeah, like I could drink like this much water, or breathing in. If I don't get it all out and I fall asleep and then I'm like rotating and tossing and turning, that water's moving around. They can just kill you silently.
That's crazy. I never knew that.
Yep.
That's actually crazy. Yeah. What? Speaking of water, the ocean's a very scary place. I was thinking about it. Like, we had this conversation, me and Jeremy had this conversation before, but fucking I'm gonna bring it up. Like, how, like, we discovered more of the space than we have the ocean. Yep. That is scary.
It's like, I'm gonna just say millions. If I'm wrong, correct me. It doesn't matter. I'm committed to it. But there's like millions of species and fish and stuff down at the bottom of the ocean in certain parts of the like world that you don't even know exist.
Yeah, like
there could be a freaking 8-legged frog. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know about that, but
yeah, but like in the deeper dark depths of the ocean, like deeper, like there's like deeper where like, you know how the Titanic sunk and you could just like they take subs to see the Titanic. Even deeper than that, there's like way deeper parts of the ocean that we have never explored. I think it's called like the Mariana Trench or something like that.
That's one part where it like literally goes deeper than any other part of the
ocean. Yeah, and there's like no sun, like sunlight's not even visible down there.
No, there's certain fish down there where they have like bioluminescent, like their own organs produce light, so they can see down there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like for example, the anglerfish has like a little light.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. The thing where it comes up and down.
Yeah.
Doing, doing, doing.
That fish is terrifying. I don't know, like God was like, this would be interesting to make and just throw them in there. Like, I wonder what else, what other creations are down there and just randomness. Like the Kraken, for example.
You think that's real?
I truly think the Kraken's down there. I think there's some beast down there.
Like, well, Kraken was it just a giant squid?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's huge squids, but not like giant, like bigger than whales. Squids.
Yeah, they were saying like the whale, like there's like the sperm whale and the Kraken back in Viking days.
They should make a movie instead of Godzilla versus King Kong. They should make Kraken versus a sperm whale.
And like they were like saying how they had like a large rivalry and they would ship like Viking ships and say, I don't know.
Yeah, those photos or the drawings of you see a Kraken just take down an entire ship.
It's hard to believe that something like that exists, but you know, we only discovered like what they said, like this is a really small percentage, like 5 or 10, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, that's scary. And I was wondering like what other, like imagine if the megalodon, you know,
a giant shark, if it actually existed
and it still exists to this day, like how evolved that shit would be. Think about it. Like
it'd be like I don't have it to scale, but I'm sure it'd be bigger than this office building.
Way bigger than this office building. Like, bro, like the great white on just steroids. Yep. Like, mind you, like as a kid, I was fascinated with the ocean at a very young age, but I never really got never really got into it as much because I was terrified of the water. But I was so interested in like creatures, and I was just a very curious kid.
You know how important networking is? Like
extremely.
I got a network like now.
Yeah.
Because like, say for example, like the way that this is the way that I see it. It's like you see all those YouTubers where they always give each other cars or houses or expensive gifts.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do among my friends if we ever got like wealthy and rich, because it's like, especially if they network and help you out. Like say for example, you have a friend that runs like some company like for private jets or whatever, and you're best friends with them.
Yeah.
You could be like, hey man, I need to fly out somewhere in like 3 hours, and then if they know, they can help you out.
Yeah, exactly.
But back to what I was trying to say before I start just rambling. Networking is so important, because if you, for example, have 100 friends that are close to you, well, it's realistically it's possible to have 100 friends, but if you benefit them and they benefit you, it's like a symbiotic relationship. Then you have access to a lot more if you have 100 people that all know and have resources to other things than if it's just you. Yeah,
I realistically I see that, because for the most part, like networking is like a key for any person or any business. Like for the most part, yeah, you could work on yourself and just be on a come up, you know, get big, blow up. But if you don't have the right people surrounding you to help you do that, then like you're gonna be really stuck. Because if you don't, not everyone knows everything. Like I don't know everything, he doesn't know everything, you just don't know everything. Because if one person's better at you than this, you guys, you two could co-collaborate and be like, yeah, let's do this. And the outcome is just a lot better rather than you just working on it by yourself. Because this relates to anything, but for example, for us, like if it was just me doing something, like for example a video, like where I have a video idea, and like say he's better at camera work than I am, I'm more likely to entrust him with my camera and do all the cameras and lighting.
And if he's better at editing than I am, then
vice versa, essentially. So networking, collaborating, doing all that is very important when it comes to, you know, being on your journey and being on your grind to bettering yourself and doing better.
Especially if you have, I think I'm about to repeat. I am. Feel free to call. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if, for example, someone has a resource that they could use or want that could benefit them, but that person also has a resource connection that can benefit you, and you guys just work off each other.
Yeah, like even sometimes in other cases, like try to become friends with people that are in your area, like in your work area. Even if you like work in a company and someone's better with you.
Yeah, go with my boss, give her a back rub, be like, hey baby.
Yeah. So I got this project I need you to look at.
Hey, I don't want to work here today. Is there any way you could help me out?
Hell yeah,
like,
you know.
Only if you help me out. Oh hell no.
But you know, just reach out to them. You know, see if you like give them an incentive for them to help you out, essentially, and they'll do the same. Like it's just
isn't that messed up?
Yeah.
Instead of just helping people out, like good people in this world, it's like if you do this for me, I'll do this for you. And there's no can you do this for me?
Yeah,
especially if you're like are super rich and time is valuable. It's like you have to give me something out of it, or else I'm not doing it. And
that's like, true in a lot of things. Like it's just how life is, because most people want something out of another person if you're asking that person to do something.
Yep.
Because you always have to broker a deal between you two. Like there has to be like, oh, okay, if he does this, I do that, and that's a fair trade. Like people are looking for fair trades when it comes to working with each other.
Especially business. I mean, it's always business. There's very little times where a business just helps out another business for no reason.
Yeah.
Unless what they have helps them personally. Like, say, for example, one company. Like, bad example. But, like, say...
out of, like, the kindness of their heart, like, doing it because...
it very rarely happens. Like, you know how, like, for example, a singer collaborates with Nike to make a pair of shoes or, like, basketball?
Yeah.
They don't do it... like, the singer doesn't just say, here you go, have my rights. They're going to get paid for it.
Yeah, of course. For example, like, as you guys may know, the very popular collab, Travis Scott and Nike, when they first started the collab, like as soon as Travis Scott announced, like, hey, I'm doing a collab with Nike, it brought a lot of attention to the brand. And just, like, during that year, like, the Travis Scott ones, during that year, everyone was all over it, and like resellers, just hype beasts, people that associated with Travis and his brand, like they were just like, man, I need these shoes, these shoes, and they sold out within minutes. It gave a lot more eyes on Nike
and Travis Scott,
and they both helped each other in the long run, because obviously whoever the execs are at Nike, they thought, hey, this would be a great idea. Let's reach out to him. Yeah, let's reach out to him, do a collaboration for his upcoming album, and it just worked out in the end. For a lot of brands, I see that they reach out to people with a large following, or just some in that sense where it doesn't even have to be about money. It could just be about, you know, the influence that person could bring towards their brand in their eyes.
Like, for example, I don't know if it's Doritos or Tito's, but I saw a commercial recently with like it was Bad Bunny eating like Cheetos or something.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that was an attempt because he had some of his music playing back. I'm sure that was an attempt for them to, marketing. Attempt to get them to get like
a different
Latinx
audience
or Spanish speakers into like maybe Cheetos are good.
Yeah, just a different audience in general. Like you have to That's another thing you gotta realize. Like, if you're in like the entertainment space, diversify. Also, like, broaden your audience. Like, if someone has another audience than you, collaborate them. Be like, hey, I had this idea. Do you want to do this? It would be really great if we did this video idea or anything of that sort, and it would bring eyes on my brand because they never seen you before, and it would bring eyes on your brand because they never seen you before.
So
yeah, it would just bring hype towards both you guys and be like, man, this was great. I love this. I want to see more in the future. And you could also just keep doing that in general with other people.
It's even cooler. I'm gonna be a YouTube fan right now.
Yeah.
It's even cooler when like you're sitting there watching a YouTuber and then they announce like them collaborating with someone else that you watch, but they're in two completely different realms. Like, we're making a collaboration. You're like, oh hell yeah, when two worlds collide.
Yeah, like it's like a crossover. Like, when you were a kid, weren't you hype when, for example, Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah, when they had like 2 or 3 films.
Yeah,
like,
I was like, I was glued to the TV screen the entire time because I would never think in a million years those 2 cartoons would ever be in the same realm as each other.
Yep, and they did it so well too.
Yeah, they like mixed it so well. Like, those, what was it, like three movies?
I think they had 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3 movies. After the first one, it blew up. Like, the viewership went through the roof. It was Nick that did that, right?
Yep.
Yeah, like mind you, back then, like, the battle of the cartoons were real. Like, it was Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network had like top 10 cartoons.
Yep.
Like Courage, Kids Next Door.
Oh my god, Courage.
Oh my god. Like, they
can't stop so fast.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, but they had like, bro, they had like such, like, mind you, the list.
You'd be having the TV guide and you'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
Adventures of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is on at 5, but then at 5:30, like Jimmy Neutron's on. So it's like I could go from this one then back to this one and this one, and then there was Disney. Disney didn't.
Yeah, they didn't really have cartoons like that. But I would say this: Disney did do their thing too. Like, Disney had Camp Rock. They had Hannah Montana, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
They had like a different taste.
Yeah, they had.
It was more reality based.
Yeah. It was. They had their takes. So I was like, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody or Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, 100% every time.
You know, it's just me. But, you know, some people went that reality route and did that. And then Nick also had some reality shows, like, mainly, like, it was like Victorious or iCarly.
Yeah, but those are still good.
Yeah, those are W shows. Like, in Drake and Josh, that was another one of my favorites. And Nick was really, like, battling. Like, they were doing their thing, man. It
was a war between Nick and Cartoon Network. I feel like now they're just TV stations because I feel like nobody watches cable.
Yeah, anymore. No one really watches cable like that. It's mainly like Netflix and all, like Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus really have just taken over streaming. People don't watch TV. I don't really watch TV like that unless it's like my mom puts on the news or something.
Yep.
And that's truly what it is. Like, kids back then won't really realize like the impact like cartoons really had.
And like commercials too, because remember when you'd be watching some like premiere of like a new episode, and then the commercial's on, you're like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then you're running, and then all of a sudden like your siblings like, it's back on. You're like, no.
Like, you have to sprint back, sit back down, watch it, and they're like, what did I miss? Damn, bro.
I don't understand, because there was no stream back then, or like cable was just cable. If you missed something, you missed it unless they ever until back on.
Exactly.
Or if like when I'd be watching. Like when I used to like watch Raw or SmackDown with my grandpa, and I'd go do something, and I'd come back like, you just missed this guy debut and put this guy to the table. And me like 8 years old being like, what? Go back. We can't. No.
You just gotta hope and pray there's a replay of that that exact moment or scene.
And usually those replays, like they used to cut down Raw to like an hour long show, but like to sum it up, but it was like AM Raw. It was on every Saturday at like 3 a.m. I was like, I'm not waking up at 3 a.m. to watch what I missed.
Yeah, like that's like, man. Also, like Disney. I mean, now I think about it, Disney did have a couple cartoons because they had like Lilo and Stitch.
Oh yeah.
They had the Leo's, like it was a whole show at one point rather than just the movie, and I watched that too. Oh man, they had
other ones too, right?
Yeah, they had a show about Buzz Lightyear. It would come on. It was really old. Yeah, but they had their shows too, but they would come on like really late. Yeah, but
remember when Cartoon Network used to turn to Adult Swim?
yeah,
That really creepy transition.
and it would just be like those Adult Swim slides really used to creep me out as a kid. I was scared because it would be first. I know every Adult Swim as soon as like the last cartoon show would pop up, it would go straight into like King of the Hill, and you hear do do do.
Your brain's like, all right, time for bed.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'd be mad. But like as a kid, I didn't really understand like the beauty of King of the Hill. Like I was like,
it's a great show now.
Looking back, I was like, man, this was a good show. I don't know why I was just hating on it. I used to hate King of the Hill because like, oh, I need Family Guy to come on or something like that, or just like Robot Chicken was another weird one.
Yeah, I got scared the first time I watched it, but now I don't have cable. But I saw it on, I'm sitting there watching because it's a funny show.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Robot Chicken. I haven't watched Robot Chicken in years, man.
I saw some funny moments.
Lord,
video a long while back, and it was like,
yeah, there was a whole nother other show. There's another show. Was it the Venture?
The ones with the French fry and the burger.
Yeah, that one. I forgot what it's called.
Loiter.
No, it's not Loiter Squad. I'm thinking of Tyler the Creator. I forgot what it's called. It's a French fry meatball and that drink.
Yeah, with the straw. Yeah,
that was another weird one. That was another weird one. I don't really remember.
Put the name right here.
Yeah, when I find it, there was just Adult Swim was a W2 back then because sometimes they had like I don't know if you're into anime like me. They had Naruto back then. Like
I used to be.
Yeah, Naruto. Realistically, back then was considered like a cartoon, and a lot of stuff were.
I think that was on Cartoon Network.
Yeah,
it was.
It was, but like they at one point they switched it over to it being like Adult Swim.
That's why.
Yeah, and initially another thing I heard. Oh yeah, Nick will always be a top 10. Let me just switch out of the conversation. Nick will be top 10 because SpongeBob was the one show I never stopped watching. Like,
yeah, it's funny now actually.
Man.
I used to watch as a kid, and watching it now years ago, like when I was like 18, 19,
yeah,
I would go to my grandfather's house and I used to visit him, and instead of watching like some TV show, I'd be like 18, 19, he'd be in freaking 60s, and we'd be sitting there watching SpongeBob laughing at it. Yeah, you know how many adult references are in that show?
SpongeBob has a
right
lot.
Over our heads.
Like SpongeBob had a lot. I was like, what does that mean? And Mom was like, don't worry about it.
SpongeBob doesn't have any hair.
Yeah.
Or does he?
Someone did tell me that SpongeBob initially was supposed to be on adult show, like an adult show. Like it was supposed to be like for Adult Swim, that type of category. Like
that would be crazy. Imagine if they were given the freedom to say whatever.
Yeah, Nick sells the rights to SpongeBob to the Cartoon Network, and they make it an adult show. Like that would be nuts. Like mind you, they already have like crazy innuendos in there. But imagine, it'd be crazy, man. And my childhood was something else. I miss those cartoons. I truly do. Again, streaming kind of like ruined that because you have to buy another streaming service to watch a specific cartoon.
And they're also widespread that you could want to watch one show, but it's on Hulu. And then if you want to watch another show, it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And you want to watch another show or like a pay-per-view like that, it's on ESPN Plus or Peacock. You know?
Yeah, you got to just go through different streaming services, pay for them. I don't want to do that because I just want to have. Wouldn't it be great like streaming services just co-collaborated and be like, hey, we're gonna.
I know Nat Geo, Hulu, and Disney Plus did that.
Yeah.
Or Paramount. I don't know.
Yeah, like
too many services.
Yeah, like there's ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. They have a bundle, and you pay like 13 something a month, and you get live sports. You get all the shows from Hulu, and you get Disney Plus all together, and that's just a three bundle for 13 a month, which isn't bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I would be like I'm all over that, but at the sense like. I have Netflix. I don't want to switch over because I used to have Hulu. I used to pay for Hulu and Netflix separately, but now I just realized that's just not
Netflix. You don't need.
Yeah, I just don't need both of them. Like I watch a couple of shows on Netflix and I watch a couple of shows on Hulu, but if they were all together, man, that would be great.
At that point, though, I feel like you almost wouldn't know what to watch because then you have so much choice, like freedom of choice. It's like. I want to watch SpongeBob. No, wait, they have this new. No, wait, no, wait. You have to like have a list, and then you'd be spending your whole life streaming and watching stuff instead of being out and about.
True. But you know, the streaming industry is really big because it really changed how film, TV shows, and movies like really like. affect like the cable service, because cable's dead, man.
Yeah, they're dying.
It's like, man, they gotta do something. They have to sell the rights to some shows, to be honest.
Yeah, and you know how they're basically undermining the cable business too, because you know how like shows that drew viewers in on cable on the streaming services, so we had to pay them to watch that instead of paying for the cable. So the cable business goes down because they're pulling their own shows out to their streaming services and undermining their own cable channel.
Exactly. So it's just like, man, for the most part, my parents only have cable still because of the news. Like, we don't watch anything else. Anything I don't watch. Like, SpongeBob barely comes on anymore. It's just some random shows, and I'd be like, yo, what is this?
Yeah, but I think SpongeBob's their main ratings powerhouse, because I saw the guide on my grandpa's cable a while back, and like 4 or 5 hours of the day on Nickelodeon, it's just SpongeBob. Yeah.
So it's like, literally, that's really what's holding them up. And I don't think SpongeBob is on any other streaming services. It's literally just on cable. So
I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, I think you could like. Oh no.
Yeah.
I gotta look into that. Actually,
yeah.
I'm curious.
Realistically, I don't think, because they like, I feel like that's really holding them up. They really don't have like they haven't sold the rights to SpongeBob at all, and it's still going on cable for, like, mind you, they still make episodes for SpongeBob too.
Yeah, but they're nowhere near like the classics.
Yeah,
like the first three, like the first 3 seasons is like where all the memes come from and stuff.
Yeah, like those were like goated SpongeBob days. Those, like, oh man, and there was just like, it was so random because there weren't seasons. It was just random episodes.
Yeah. It's not like there was a story between one episode and next week's episode. It would just, hey, this episode's SpongeBob's getting hired at the Krusty Krab, and then this episode's, I don't know, SpongeBob has to deal with Hashling Slasher. Like,
yeah. And I would always place that show. Realistically, I'll always place that show in like my top 5 shows. I don't know if you like all the because Cartoon Network, I would say like maybe the last good Cartoon Network show was like Gumball. If you ever watched Gumball,
I watched a couple episodes. I don't remember anything about it though.
Yeah, same with like Adventure Time. Adventure Time was a really good show. It was really
I watched a couple episodes.
Adventure Time, Gumball, Steven Universe is alright.
I've never seen that one.
But like, those are kind of like, you know, they're straying away from all the older shows going into the newer generation. That was like where I like, mind you, I think I stopped really realistically watching like cartoons after Gumball. I think that was maybe like 2017, and I kind of, mind you, if there's
grew up,
yeah, you know, but if there's still like any good cartoon, like maybe I'll go back into it. Who knows? But yeah, I'm kind of like the new like Stranger Things has been really.
I never watched that either.
Yeah.
It's like doing that.
All right, so basically what happened is the ran out of storage space on the computer, so it stopped recording.
So we came back, went to Best Buy, bought the things we needed to buy. Mind you, the drive on Best Buy wasn't wild, but it was interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
There was we got there. No, we didn't get there. We got there. No, what am I saying? All right. We were driving there, and there is a guy, mind you, shirt off, like toes out. He was in flip-flops, I think. In the middle of the road, holding up traffic behind us. Man had his shirt off, like beer gut. I was like, yo, what is going on?
The barrel.
Like, it was just nuts, you know?
He's pulling people off to the side, and he said, "You go, you stay, you stay."
Man was directing.
What are you doing?
Yeah, directing traffic.
I'm not staying. I'm moving.
Oh my god, bro! It was interesting. So we got what we needed to get, and we're here now. All right.
Yes.
To continue the conversation, we're talking about cartoons, right?
Yeah, but
yeah, you want
to? I want to talk about cartoons. Okay. So this.
You want to lead?
All right. So there was something that I don't even know what came about it, but
yeah.
Oh, I made a joke while we were walking inside Best Buy.
Yeah.
And me, just because I say outrageous stuff, we were walking in and I was like, I wonder what it would be. No, wait, let me start it. I think I said, I wonder what this person's farts smell like. And then, I don't even remember. It was like, I wonder, or fuck, dude, let's try this again. I was like, Imagine just going up to somebody, like going up to a woman, you know them. If not, it's actually harassment, or it is either or.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. It's a joke.
Mm.
But imagine going up to someone and be like, "Can you lay one on me?" And you just rip one, and then you just go up and just stick your nose and be like,
Let me just smell your farts, please.
like, imagine if you were a woman or even a man, and the woman came up to you and she's like, "I need you to bend down and rip one in my face."
Let me just sniff your farts, just nose deep and in your cheeks.
Please just wait.
How much, honestly, how much would like that person would have to give you for you to allow yourself for them to barrel down and just just
If I'm getting money out of it, I'll 100% do it. I mean, I do it for free. No, I just can't.
I'll do it for free. Yeah. I would say a solid
like $100. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's their loss. They're some on my rank ass fart.
I'm gonna say $300 a day's worth of work.
Days worth of work.
$300.
I mean, I'd try to get as much out of them as possible. I'd highball them. I'd be like $1,000.
Yeah.
Like, I can't do that. I'd be like, all right, 500.
500. Yeah. They would think about it. They would ponder it.
They'd be like, how bad do I want to smell this person's fuck?
It's just wild. It reminds me of, like, you know, there's some weirdos out there, bro. Like,
each their own. Whatever satisfies them, whatever makes them happy.
There's some weird people. Like, here's another topic I wanted to talk about. Like, OnlyFans. Weird.
Oh no, we're good. I thought I didn't.
Yeah. The weirdos on there, like, bro. I don't know did I ever talk about this with you, like with the OnlyFans weirdos and?
No, but I did know someone who paid a woman like a couple. I don't know how much. It was at least a couple grand to poop in a pair of panties and then mail it to his house. What the? So that way he got her poop-filled panties.
Oh my god, bro, that's so rancid. That makes my skin.
Whatever they're, I don't even know.
Bro, that makes my skin crawl. But anyways, like I was, like, there's just some odd individuals in this realm, in this space, and like OnlyFans really puts them on blast because there's this woman, she was talking about how like there's just guys that would pay outrageous amounts to like do craziness, like for example like stepping on them. Mind you, that's just minimal. Like, I'll pay you like 10 grand if you just step on my face and call me just
shit talk me.
Yeah, just shit talk me dirt. Like, I was like, how, like, I just want to have a conversation with them. Why does that arouse you? Or why at that point in your life you decide,
I'm gonna cough up $10,000.
Like 10 bands, mind you. If you have 10 bands to waste like that, go for it. But some guys really just be spending their life savings and enjoying that. Like where's your mind at? Like, where's the thought process?
When you have that much money to spend, like if you're a millionaire, billionaire, whatever you want.
Yeah, but it's for a woman to step on me and degrade me.
Each their own.
I rather go online for that. Like, if I was that guy
on
Fiverr, yeah,
I'll pay you $10 to degrade me.
Like, bro. But there's just a limit to horniness. I feel like there's a point.
Yeah, but there's some real horn dogs out there where they're like, I gotta go to the bathroom at work.
Oh,
I don't. But I'm saying there's some people that are like, can't wait, and then they just stop working for 10 minutes, however long it takes them to.
Yeah, they just go in the bathroom, just like you gotta be like deviously horny. Like you can't control it, bro. Like you need therapy, like major therapy to get over that. And I just look at certain individuals and I'm like, bro, like get your life together, man. Like what's going on? Like for example,
they got paid to bust a nut because it was on company time.
Yeah, like they got paid. Like, oh man, I think we talked. Also, another thing is how much OnlyFans individuals get paid.
Yeah,
they paid bank, bro. Like bread.
They were making millions just off of selling essentially selling their body.
Yeah, like,
but digitally. It's not like, hey, I'll pay you this much to sleep with me.
Yeah, for example, like this girl, Karina Koff. I don't know if you know her. You know
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows who Kornikov is.
Yeah, Karina Koff. Yeah. She like I was like there was a screenshot of like how much money she made.
It's over $1 million a month.
$1 million a month, 800 to like, and then on November obviously it was less because no November, but like,
I wonder if there was a large amount. It was like just a couple like tens of thousands, or if it's like a couple $100K difference.
Yeah. Do you think they get taxed on that?
Oh, 100%.
I was gonna say
it's a form of income.
Because I was like, yo, how? Because if they just get that payout, obviously they're filling like, or like their tax form like a 1099 or some nut shit like that. But that is craziness, man. Like 100,000, a couple mil, like off OnlyFans.
Yep.
Might start selling my feet pics. No lie, bro. On God.
I know somebody who's like, one of my friends. He's like, yeah, I have small feet. I'm tempted to just shave my feet and then find a woman to take like some topless photo and say it's her selling her feet.
Oh, hey.
People would never know. Like realistically, from guys would be like, "Oh yeah, that's some hot feet from that woman," and then they'd be like, "Send a picture, full frontal picture," and it's just him standing there. With his
and they're just profiting off the feet pics. Yeah, and man, like I said, find your side hustle. There's multiple side hustles out there. Some people, you'll be surprised about what some people would pay and what price they would for certain items. Even like
it's like collector's items, like people paying like millions for like a Pokemon card.
Yeah, like remember that whole Pokemon phase where people were like buying Pokemon cards and collectibles and all sorts of Pokemon related items. Mind you, I know I had the first edition pack as a kid because I used to watch Pokemon.
I had a giant freaking freezer bag full of cards that my parents sold at a yard sale when I was in the bathroom for like $5. It's like, what?
Oh, I would have been devastated.
I was like 6 years old. My heart was broken.
I would have been
like,
heartbroken, bro. I would have been like, no. But for me, it was kind of like, after a while, I didn't play with my Pokemon cards. So kind of they were just sitting there collecting dust. So all I did was I moved a bunch of my Pokemon cards to the basement. Water dip, like
stuff in the basement just disappears sometimes.
Yeah, it disappears, and like I don't even know where half of my Pokemon cards go. Like I know I have like I have like the GameCube. I don't know if you remember that. I don't know if you remember playing on the GameCube or not, but
I think I only ever played on GameCube once.
Yeah, but I have a GameCube, a PlayStation 2, just a whole bunch of like older.
I miss PS2. Starting up that noise.
Man, I used to play like Midnight Club. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, it was a racing game, right?
Yeah, Midnight Club. They had like amazing customizations for the cars.
You ever played Juiced?
Juice. What kind of game was it?
Racing game.
Juice.
It's like you basically like put your car on the line. It was like illegal street racing.
I think I have. This is like
Juice 2.
Yeah, I think I have. But yeah, man, PlayStation days.
Or like GTA San Andreas.
San Andreas.
Say the obvious ones.
Those were the days. Because, man, I don't know. The soundtracks, the vibes, it was amazing.
There were no responsibilities. We were just kids.
Yeah.
Like I'd go home from school, go to my one of my best friend's house, and then we just play games till like 8 p.m. And then I'd go home and then repeat.
Literally, it was great. It was perfect. I was just, as a kid, like going home from school, mind you, realistically looking back, homework really didn't matter.
No,
in my area, because
no child left behind.
Yeah, no child. Like that program. I don't know if any other schools had it, but it was really no child left behind. Like you could be failing every single subject, you'll still pass.
Yeah, you could fail your way to at least high school.
Yeah, high school, like looking back at certain grades, and I was like, yo, why were they saying, most of my teachers were saying, yo, in ninth grade, ninth grade, this is not gonna pass in 10th grade. Or in 5th grade, this is not gonna
go to college.
This is not gonna fly with the professors. Mind you, bro, the professors do not care. They you're paying.
Yeah, they're gonna get paid regardless. High school teachers are like, if you're late, you're gonna get in trouble, and then you get an email from your professor like 2 hours before class. Yeah, I'm not coming in today. Class is canceled. It's like, okay. All
right, cool, bro. You have the entire day off. You just chilling. You living life, and I'm just like, man, they was just lying to us. Like, obviously, this is gonna fly. They don't care. Also, I used to have a lot of missing assignments, late assignments back in high school, bro. I know. After I graduated, I had maybe 8 or 7 missing assignments I never turned in. You know.
I had a GPA of 3.98.
Yeah,
I didn't. An A in literally everything except for a C in English.
Yeah, I didn't have a bad, like, I wasn't terrible at school. I wasn't being a fucking retard. Like, I had an average GPA. I would say I had like a 3.1, 3.2. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like A's, B's, maybe a C or two, but that was really it.
I realized senior year that if you just get your work done as fast as you can and just do it, whether it's like, you don't have to be perfect, as long as you just do it, you can just fuck around the rest of the time. Yeah, so literally. I do all the schoolwork, like the whole sheet. For example, if we were in class, like 10, 15 minutes, and then I just fuck off the next.
Literally, it was just like, bro, like, mind you, like anything, in my high school especially, most of the classwork was the homework. Like, if you didn't finish the classwork, it was homework, and you had to take it home. So I didn't really realistically have homework. So
yeah, if you just grinded it out.
Yeah, like, the only thing I would really have to take home was probably like projects or like essays I had to do for certain teachers or certain classes. Mm-hmm. But like, it was just super simple, and you had to study for a test, obviously, and we would always have remakes on a test, and the teacher would give you opportunity to make the points better. Yeah. So high school, if you wanted to fail, you literally have to try to fail.
Mm-hmm. Like, literally just go into class, start trouble, and just not do a single thing.
And yeah, you would have to try. Like, most people, like, I'm telling you this right now, like high school, you just breeze through it. It was a weird time. It felt really fast. Like, they said the 4 years are like the fastest
4 years of your life.
For some, for
others it was
fucking hell, bro. Rather is bad, you know.
Well, I realized now, I thought about this earlier today too, actually.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I used to be judgmental. Like, everybody was.
Yeah.
It was high school. It was like, it was like a war zone out there.
Everyone was talking about someone.
Yep. Yeah. But realizing now, like, especially in the real world, you just, like, I say I don't judge, but we're just making fun of people who like sniffing other people's farts. So I guess I'm judgmental. But realistically, 99% of the time, there's no judgment anywhere. And if someone's judging you, they're wasting their time on you, and they're in the wrong theoretically, because
they're not.
You're just living your life, and they're trying to judge you based off your decisions, when in reality they should be focused on living their own.
Exactly. And realistically, it's just like, for the most part, like, no one cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares, bro. Like, it's crazy to say, like, you look around, like, you could date this, like, it was crazy in high school because everyone was worried about, okay, you're talking to this person, you're in this group, you're doing this as a hobby, or you're working here, or you were wearing these clothes today. Like, it was crazy.
Was that bad?
Yeah. Like, in my high school specifically, in my high school, like, they literally talk about each other, like, do their friends wrong. Like, it's crazy. It was, my high school was fucked, bro. It was really fucked. And now you looking, like, going out, doing my own thing, like, it's just everyone's doing their own thing. No one cares. Like, you're not popular anymore. You're just another person.
Yep. Like, in high school, you know those people who like peak in high school, and then they're like trying to ride the rest of their lives on it. Yeah. Like those people who were like varsity in high school, or like quarterback, and they walk around with their varsity jacket at the age of 40. When it's like, bro, that was 30. That was like 22 years ago, bro. What are you still wearing that thing for? Move on. You got better things in life.
Literally, the varsity jacket is, you could wear it in high school, but as soon as you're like 2 years out of high school, bro, hang it up. Put it as a decoration or something.
If you kept up with it and you were smart, you would be wearing a college
jacket.
Oh, I don't even think they have college jackets.
Yeah. I think
it's just a high school thing.
I don't think they do have college varsity jackets, and even then they have like maybe your jersey and it has it like hanged up. They give you a jersey or something.
Yeah.
Or they hang up your jersey in like in the NBA, how they hang up jerseys to retire numbers.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's what they do. But yeah, man, like, some people really did peak in high school, and they're just like, oh yeah, I'm the man, and I still think I'm the man. Like, no, bro, no one cares, bro.
Let me tell you, their stories always start with, let me tell you, back in high school, nobody messed with me.
Like, bro, no one cares, bro. Like, it's crazy, because life now is, all right, so if you say you're the man, get to becoming that man, become an important person, grind, do what you need to do, get to that point, and be like, yeah, I'm the man still. Like, but some people are stuck in their old ways, and it is what it is, man. They just, mentally, you got to be strong enough to break out of certain situations. Got to get that mental roadblock out the way, bro.
Yeah, Idiots.
But bro, like it's astonishing to me because even now some people still do care and still do talk about, like, where I live, especially in London, like, people are always worried about the next man. They're not worried about themselves.
The next man,
the next guy, the next person, whoever is
the man, the guy on top of the food chain.
Yeah, they talk about them. Oh, you know who he's dating?
What? Who the hell cares? You guys are adults.
Yeah, like, bro, why are we having this conversation?
Yeah. What have you been up to? Yeah, I've been working, but did you hear this guy's dating person? I don't give a fuck.
But I don't care, bro.
What are you up to? I'm talk
what
to
is this conversation? Yeah, like, why this doesn't benefit me in the slightest? Yeah. What am I gonna do with this information?
I'm gonna text her, be like, don't date him. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care, bro. Like, okay, thanks for the warning, but I'm still try it. I'm gonna still attempt. Like,
oh, she's dating someone? I'm gonna break them up. I'm mad.
But there do be some toxic individuals that wanna just.
They just want to see the world burn.
Yeah.
Like going on Instagram on Valentine's Day and on every couple's photo be like,
yeah,
what was it?
I miss
us.
Yeah, I miss this.
Like that.
Some crazy shit
just
like that.
Watch the world burn.
That's fucked. And then
oh. So you know how some parents are super controlling?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
they never let their kids grow up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was friends with someone whose parents were like mad controlling.
Yeah.
Like one time she was over my house and her mom freaking hounded her for like 20 minutes. Like you know how like some people, like parents, like bring them down to where there's like nothing left and then bring them back up.
Yeah.
Well, she basically was doing that like in my house, like while we were in my room. And,
that's messed up.
She was sitting there. Her mom was basically just like, better not get pregnant. We weren't even going to do that.
Yeah.
That wasn't even on the top of my list. And she told me one time that her phone number and her texts are linked to her mom's phone. So I was like, I could completely ruin your life if I wanted to. Like,
oh my god.
What if I sent a text out, be like, had a good time last night with you, baby? And then you just go into super detail, be like, I wish I could hear your moans again. Like,
oh my god. Bro.
And then her mom would be like, who is this person? You'd literally just be screwing it, dude.
What's wrong with you? Bro.
I get a text from her mom. Who is this?
You're never
your
seeing
future son-in-law.
Oh my. You're literally asking for it. You're never seeing her ever again.
God,
literally, there's no chance. Like, there's no more. Yeah, you're never going to see this woman ever again. Mm-hmm. That's tough.
Oh man,
I couldn't imagine. Yeah, strict parents, man. I never really. My parents were really that strict, but like I had boundaries. Like I couldn't go out and do crazy shit, but they're lenient enough where they gave me the freedom to do what I wanted. Mm-hmm. But now it's kind of like with my brother, for example.
How's your brother?
He's like what 13? He's like 13 around that age. He's in middle school. I think he's 13. Yeah, 13. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's 13. He's in middle school. Back then, comparing myself when I was in middle school to him, he doesn't really do the same stuff I do. It's kind of weird because I used to go outside a lot and like play basketball.
Yeah, it's all like video games
and like Roblox, Minecraft, Fortnite. Like literally, it's weird because that's their childhood. Because like COVID kind of messed it up too.
Yep.
On bringing because lockdown really all he did was play video. You couldn't go outside. There was nothing to do. His friends were locked up too. So it was just, that's another thing that messed it up. Another topic. Yeah, I don't see kids go play outside anymore at all. Like especially in the summer. I used to see people outside, kids outside on their bikes and stuff. I don't see that anymore. It's kind of sad.
Like back in the day, it'd be like get home from school. If I had homework, do it in the morning. Yeah, but if not, go outside and do something.
Yeah, literally.
I used to live right across the street from the town park. Mm-hmm. So I used to just get out of school and either message one of my friends, be like, "Hey, want to meet at the park?" Or I just show up, and then whoever's there is there. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, but for us, it was kind of the same thing. They would be like, "Yo, you trying to hoop? You trying to play ball?" I was like, yeah, we'd meet at the park. There'd be a gas station there. We'd be talking, hanging out, get snacks. We'd be at the bench. We'd be there till late.
Yeah. It was. Mom, can I borrow $5 so I can go to the little store next to the park? Go get some ice cream or something in between.
I would ask her for she would be like, "You keep spending my money on these snacks." That was just my mom, man. You know, she was just like, I used to be her addict, but you know, she held it down. She held it down. Shout out to my moms. But yeah, it was just, it's sad, bro. It's like, man, bro, go do something. Text your friends or something. That's what I'd be telling them every day. I'd be like, yo, is there anything else besides the video game? It was like, yeah, I'd be going outside when I'm, bro, why are you lying to me? That's what I'd be telling them, bro. I do not see you outside. So I'm just trying to instill that into him and be like, yo, you gotta breathe fresh air every now and then. Like too much of anything is overbearing.
Yeah. I had a phase like that too. There was like a period of time, I think, maybe like 8th grade, freshman year. Yeah. It was like 2012, 2013.
Yeah.
When Black Ops 2 came out.
Oh,
it was like a solid year-long period of time.
Yeah,
that
entire
drop. Summer where I did nothing but play multiplayer and zombies. So yeah. I can relate to that. But then, like, I used to guilt trip myself when I was younger because I used to just cry every day because I was a little baby. I'd complain to my mom and be like, I don't know what to eat. Even though there's a fridge full of food. She's like, make a sandwich. And I'd start crying and be like, I don't know how. It's like, you're 13-year-old, don't know how to make a sandwich? What the fuck is wrong with you? God, dude.
Like, I would, like, for me, it's like, well, because back when I was 13, 14, I didn't know how to make food. I know how to make the basic shit. Yeah, I know how to make a
eggs, toast, you know.
Eggs, toast, yeah. I would just fix myself a bowl of cereal, call it a day.
Yep.
Mom be like, what you eat, cereal? I would have like 3 or 4 bowls of cereal. She's like, there's food in the fridge. Why don't you warm up? I wanted cereal, yo. I didn't feel like doing all that. Cereal is just such a simple, low-key cereal is like a struggle meal. Like, I didn't, like if my mom was at home, cereal always held me down.
Yep. And the thing about kids, and imagine taking that out of context. And the thing about kids.
Oh my God.
The thing is, when you're young, you can kind of like 9% of the time afford to eat like an absolute rat's ass.
Yeah, like your metabolism's all over the place because you're not a full-grown adult.
Yep.
Like you just have so much energy, you could do whatever you want. Mind you, if I had the energy I had back when I was like 13, 14, bro, I'd be a powerhouse. I would be pumped. I would just be doing so much. Mind you, I would like, and I was a lot more
pulling all-nighters like it's nothing.
Yeah, like I was a lot more creative back then. Like I could get up at whatever time I wanted to. Like it was just, I was just a working machine. I just had so much energy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But now, like, I'm not saying I don't have a lot. Like I slowed down, but obviously I slowed down because I'm a lot older. But you know, I just value a lot more. Like energy wise, I try to preserve my energy and not waste it on things that don't have any meaning to it. I say that.
Yeah, I do it just so I could. I preserve my energy and just use most of it for working out, and then try to just gain as much as possible.
Yeah, Mr. Swole Man over here. Man is Mr.
Lost a bunch of weight.
He's competing for the next strongman competition.
Mr. Olympia.
Yeah. This could be the intro right here. You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know what to expect. Just know that I'm right behind you. Look out your window.
Every night while you're asleep.
I jerk off to your sleeping corpse. But if you want to if we got to figure out an intro.
Yeah, you could do the outro. And I could do the intro.
We'll do both intros. You can outro it, and then I'll outro it, and we'll have both. And
better, yeah.
Because I'm not gonna ask for likes or subscriptions or anything. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, get the fuck out. That's about it. I don't care. All right. We're gonna be successful regardless. I guarantee it.
True. We are. I hope you guys enjoy the Sweet 10 podcast with me and Jeremy. Like, comment, subscribe to you if you did. You know, talk to us. I like to read. I like to read the comments. Let us know if we did good. Let us know if we did bad. But anyways,
you about to cry?
Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for watching. I love y'all.
Ugh. I'll tell you, you could just edit it or something. This will be my outro.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so if you liked it, stay tuned. You can subscribe if you want. You could like the video. I don't care. If you like it, you're going to come back. If not, you're going to leave either a hate comment or just never come back. And in that case, oh well, I don't care. Yeah. You're going to be doing that on my dick if you don't like and subscribe to the videos. All right, we're done. That's it.